Welcome to the fifth episode of Fourth and Three, brought to you by Zach,
Caden,
Jake,
Matt.
This week we're going to be talking about Bellwood football, what's trending, and of course, this week's hot take.
Starting off with the topic of football, Bellwood Annis going into the playoffs in the 5th seed. And, I mean, exactly where we saw ourselves episode 1.
Yeah.
We lost to BG, lost to Pencambria, but then bounced back against Bald Eagle, and then a good matchup in the crossover against McCourt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, us three actually predicted that perfectly, to be honest.
Another solid
Well
win.
done.
But I just want to look here. So 7-3, matching up against River Valley, who, although they're 8-2, they play in the Heritage League, which the competition is definitely not there.
No, it's horrible.
So
Actually, what other schools are even in the Heritage League?
we're looking at Portage,
Bunch of randoms.
West
basically.
Shamokin.
All the cameras.
Like
West
who
Shamokin.
cares about West Shamokin?
All right,
Homer
let's not throw
Center.
shade at West Shamokin did nothing wrong.
West Shamokin did have a horrible year. They were 0-10. So
And we were 2-8 last year, so for all we know, they could be 7-3.
Yeah.
And guess what? Last year, nobody cared about us. This year, we bounced back better than ever.
But today we actually have the Altoona Mirror Athlete of the Week here. So
Big C Pell.
I mean, what a performance.
congratulations, Kent
Yeah,
Pelgrin.
three touchdowns last game. How'd that feel?
Great. I remember it was end of the third quarter after that targeting penalty. We got the ball about the 5. We were on the sideline. I was talking to Coach Leverson. I'm like, give me the ball. They're not stopping me. Next play, hand off in the middle of me, touchdown. I mean, didn't tell a fib. I was being
Yeah, that's
truthful.
tough. That's tough.
And I've definitely found it interesting this year. Like with all the injuries, they've had to move you around a lot. I feel like you were more, at the tight end position earlier on, but it's like, now you're used more as a fullback and, used the running back role. So that's been interesting to see.
Mhm.
It's been interesting to do. Yeah.
I feel like that more or less than playing tight end.
I just like whatever helps the team out the most.
Okay.
Personally,
Answer.
I like watching the tight end role, but there's nothing better than seeing you power through as a fullback
Oh, yeah.
and, bring to the end zone from 2 yards out.
I appreciate
So,
the glaze, Matt.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. Anytime.
All right.
Big playoff game on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huge playoff game against River Valley.
So they're really run heavy, it seems. Like they're basically like us. I think they have a sophomore quarterback, only averages 130 passing yards a game.
They just run the ball, basically.
Then they have 2 senior running backs. One averages 120 yards, one averages about 90 yards. So, the run game is pretty heavy there. But that's our bread and butter on defense. I think we do a good job at defending the run, and we struggle more in the secondary. So
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we got on and filmed the Coach's Corner every week, and Coach Leverson is always, really hyping up the line and saying how good they are. So I think he has a lot of faith in his guys, and they're ready to come out and stop the run, I think.
yeah, no, I think that's a strong matchup for us, and honestly, I feel good. We should do score predictions for the game. Caden can
Okay.
be excluded.
Yeah,
because-
Caden's going to send this one out.
You want me to kick it off?
You kick it off, yeah.
I think it's going to be not too high scoring, but definitely not like a boring game or anything. I think final score 27. Bellwood, of course. Bellwood comes out on top.
All right. Yep.
Bellwood 27. River Valley, I'm going to go 15. 27-15
Okay.
by 2 scores.
What do you think?
I'm actually more looking at. I'm thinking 30, about 30-12. I think they're gonna score 2 touchdowns. Either get stuffed on a 2-point conversion, or miss a field goal or a PAT, and then I think, we're gonna have 4 separate touchdowns. Make most of our 2-point conversion attempts, but maybe miss 1 or 2.
I think I'm going to go more high scoring. I'm going 35-28. I feel
Shootout.
I feel like we have the pass and we have the run.
Hey,
And
speaking of pass, can you talk about Holden Schreier breaking the single?
that
game?
is
Oh, yeah.
true.
Single game passing yards.
Big
Big
record.
record. By 100.
354 passing yards.
That is
No,
crazy.
I'm going to be honest. I was stunned by how, I feel like it should be a lot higher, but no, still very impressive on his end.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a list with Jarrett Tannehill,
Yeah.
Wolfie, bunch of
And-
great quarterbacks, and Holden just put his man on the top.
And I
By
think
a
it all
lot.
goes back
By a
to
lot.
us expanding the playbook.
Oh,
There has
yeah.
been no other passing year like this year, and I just love to see this.
I mean, going into the McCourt game, we come out first drive. They have 9 people in the box.
That is
I
crazy.
mean, we were forced to pass. Holden stepped up. Shawley stepped up.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it takes to win. You gotta have guys like that
That's
stepping up
huge.
and exceeding.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of Coach Walker's playbook this year.
Yeah.
I think the offense is like, I mean, he's had to move a lot of guys around because of injury, but I think he's filled the holes pretty well. So.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
agree.
It's a much more entertaining game to go to. You know,
Oh,
when
yeah.
we're just like running the ball. I mean,
Yeah,
it feels
I
like we're
remember,
at
like,
Greater Johnstown.
the constant screen passes, the constant runs.
Yeah.
I mean,
It really
We
got
had
old.
some good screen passes though as of late.
oh,
so
no, yeah, I agree.
I think honestly that can be entertaining sometimes when you get the ball downfield that way.
But I love
wait,
watching the
wait.
boys go deep.
yeah.
I have no comment on the matter.
All right. I have a comment on the matter. That's my exact thought. I feel like I love the pass game more, and it's better.
And I think it really fits our play style better. I feel
Yeah.
like we succeed so much more.
So like whenever we pass, spread them out more. It makes running easier.
Yeah.
Which make running easier also makes passing easier.
Exactly, because they aren't expecting to pass every single time.
Mhm.
And when they are expecting to pass a little bit, the run gets so often. Like, you know, so the against McCourt, we came out, we ran the ball a lot. We threw 2 passes for like 50 yards. Running game got easier.
Yeah,
We started passing the ball, had a 50-yard passing touchdown. Next drive, we had a 30-yard rushing touchdown.
exactly, and they aren't ready for it.
Yeah, because like it's hard to stop just one of them. Whenever we're exceeding at both of them, we're really hard to stop.
I agree.
All right, that's gonna do it for this topic. Come out to River Valley Friday night to see the Blue Devils take on the Panthers.
Yes, sir.
Our next topic is gonna be what's trending: Lunchly versus Lunchable.
Have any of you had the Lunchly yet?
I have not the Lunchly. We actually tried to acquire the Lunchly
Yeah.
yesterday, but you know whether it's out of stock or they just haven't mass produced it yet.
I think you can order it online.
I think the Lunchly might be on a recall though, due to the growing mold issue.
Yeah,
That
I've
is
seen
true.
a ton of videos on that.
Yeah.
I mean, which obviously is unacceptable.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
shredded cheese on the pizza just completely green. It's absolutely
Yeah.
disgusting.
And you know what my thing is? I feel like Lunchable wouldn't have that quality control
yeah.
issue. You know,
You know,
I feel like
yeah.
it's all a veteran play, and they just aren't there yet.
Well, see, I feel like an issue is Lunchables. They know you got to go fake cheese. You can't have that real stuff in a Lunchable. But I think they were trying too hard to have the fresh food aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And to go on that, you're gonna get burnt.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you put your hand on the oven, you're gonna get burnt.
Exactly.
You're gonna need some moldy cheese here. They're getting burnt. They're gonna take their hand off. Maybe do some of the more fake stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can acquire it at some point to give it a go. But
Stay tuned
Yeah.
for further episodes where we might indulge in Lunchly.
yeah,
But to be honest, I see this as just like a publicity stunt, kind of like how Prime was.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's just making some dough, and all those other guys, like they just love to put products out there.
You know what Prime was and still is extremely successful. I mean, you go into any convenience store, there's gonna be a Prime section.
that is true.
Yeah.
But can I say something? Do any of us actually like Prime? Because me
I
personally, I'm
really
not a
don't.
fan.
I have a
To be
slight
honest,
confession. Got on my Sheets app one day. So there's a buy one get one free Prime.
Wow.
I probably drank about 150 of them during that month. I had buy one get one.
That's wild.
See, I started off liking them a lot, and then
Right.
after a while, it's like it's too sugary. Like it's almost
Yeah.
it's you think that normally is a good thing. It's overpowering.
Oh yeah,
now.
it's like you're getting punched in the face by the flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like if I'm like thirsty, my mind never goes to I'm trying to drink a Prime right
Yeah.
now. Like,
it just
I never
tastes
think of
like
that.
candy, but it's supposed to be hydration.
It's
Yeah.
my it's like my
It doesn't make
third
sense.
hydration drink I go to.
Mhm.
I always do the Gatorade, then the Powerade, then I'll fall back on the Prime.
Honestly, I think Prime would somehow fall even lower than that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a Prime
I like
fan
the
at all.
water to be honest
Yeah,
more
the
than
water,
that.
the body armor. Body
Yeah.
armor's up there for me
I'm,
too.
I'm
I
taking
do
a
like
lot
that.
of things over Prime
Yeah.
for sure.
But you know what? They're making millions and billions of dollars off it, so can't hate that hard.
But you know what, though? I will go back to the original topic here. In the Lunchable category, it's like it's not the same market as the energy drink because you go out there and we just named a ton of different energy drinks, but the Lunchable market isn't really tapped into.
Especially, I mean, I think they're just really calling out Lunchable too, starting with
Yeah.
the lunch.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
true.
I mean, that'd be like them making the sports drink game like Gator Prime.
Yeah, that's wild. And you know, you can't do that because that's just a straight diss on the big dog.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
if you
thought
can't compete.
I just thought of a better name for it. Could have been like Snackables. Getting the
Snackables.
Feastable name in
Yeah.
there. It's not competing with Lunchables.
Yeah, that's
Such a
true.
great idea to be
You know,
honest.
I'm surprised,
Pitch it.
I'm surprised there has been a lawsuit because of how similar those names are.
Same
Yeah.
same
Especially
packaging,
with the products. Like
same
Oh, yeah.
exact products. They like
I
have the
feel like
pizza.
I feel
Yeah.
like one
Nachos.
could argue that would be misleading, and maybe some older like woman or something doesn't know that there's a new thing out and think that that's a Lunchable brand,
Mhm.
and then they find mold in their cheese and start blaming Lunchables instead of Lunchly. It
Yeah.
could cause some problems. I could
Good.
see a potential lawsuit
Yeah, I
that
mean-
way.
Just I feel like Lunchables are really the last avenue you could have expected to go down.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Like, what they have candy and they have drinks, so they decide to make food.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, whatever makes you money.
when you say it like that, it kind of makes a lot more sense. But I didn't see him taking the Lunchable route. I mean,
Yeah.
Especially a direct competition with the same exact food isn't already. That'd be us trying to make like a better Gatorade.
yeah,
Which they already
dude.
tried. They already tried
It's
that.
so-
Yeah,
to do.
it's a prime.
But
What's next? They make potato chips.
I like the concept of it because like they're kind of going for a more like natural, like not
Healthier, maybe.
Yeah.
not processed food as much. So it's like I like the concept of having a Lunchable that maybe is a little healthier but still tastes just as good. But it's like quality control needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
figured
but I mean,
out.
processed food is a thing for a reason. I mean, you
Yeah.
got to process it. It's gonna be sitting on the shelf for weeks. Who
That's
knows
good.
how long from the time it's packaged to the time it's opened?
Yeah, and that's why you're finding mold.
And honestly, I am curious to see like how far Lunchly goes. Like if we're going to see kids, like in elementary school, instead of Lunchables, they have Lunchly.
And
Yeah,
that's going to be a
exactly.
sad day if that happens. 'cause
Like,
That's
that's a
gonna be weird.
staple item.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing the kids with Lunchables in their lunch boxes. Immediately jealous.
Oh, yeah.
You always wanted that lunch.
And then
you know which
especially the Lunchables that had the drink
The
mix.
box! I was
Yes.
just going to say
The
that.
ones with the little water and the drink mix.
Yeah.
You were so
God.
happy.
Absolute classic.
You got like an extra Oreo.
Yeah, you got
Holy
like
cow.
the fruit punch, the little water bottle. It's like the premium ones. Oh wow, those
Yeah.
things. Field trip classic.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Field Trip Classic. I remember sitting at I think it was Lincoln Caverns, and we sat outside, and there was like a hill. And I remember me and you sat there. We each had a Lunchable. That was a great day, to be honest.
Let's talk about this. What was your guys' favorite Lunchable meal, or still is?
Well, that's a great one. But I think I'll start it. I like the pepperoni pizza one.
I like the pepperoni.
I'm going to
pizza,
double down
too.
on that as well. It's just a great item.
Honestly, I'm going to go slightly different. I love the absolute classic, like the ham and cheese. with the
Crackers.
crackers.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a
I
big
mean-
ham fan, so I've never
Oh,
gotten
yeah.
But the
yeah,
ham and the
for sure.
Lunchables was different. It tasted
It's
like
like
Yeah.
slimy, though.
yeah.
It's-
No,
it's-
I liked it.
It's
I
weird, but it's addictive.
Yeah.
To be
No, it
honest,
is
like
addictive,
it
yeah.
is like weirdly good.
No, I remember
I just
the
love
Lunchable
It's like once you
crackers
put
was
that
probably
meat in your
my
mouth,
second
you just can't stop putting it in your mouth till you're all done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
one. No, yeah.
Till you finish, till you finish it off.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know, it gets you sometimes.
Now let's talk about the cheese though. I mean,
Yeah.
the queso blanco and the nacho has been getting hyped up.
Yes.
I mean, in the Lunchable, it's gooey and ooey, but in the Lunchly, it's drippy, bro. I mean, does that really come into consideration when you're eating it?
Hey,
I don't know.
it proves that it's not as processed. It proves it's a little more natural. But I really don't think it changes the experience at the end of the day. It's definitely still going to taste very similar.
And
Like,
I
have you
feel
ever been
it's-
eating Lunchable and been like, "Wow, I wish my cheese was runnier. I wish
It's
my
also
cheese was
like a
drippier."
different like queso is different than like nacho cheese.
That's
you know?
another
That's true.
extravagant point.
You know what I never really got into though? The chicken nugget Lunchables. Because like I feel like you're just
Didn't know those
eating.
existed.
It's a real thing, and you get like
I do know what you're talking
But
about. Yeah.
if you don't heat it up, it's just a cold chicken
Yeah.
nugget. That's
Yeah.
nasty. And I was never really a big fan of that, and I never tried it for that
I
exact
don't think
reason.
I ever tried that either. I
I
do kind
don't
of remember them being on the shelves.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about this week's hot take: the best overall restaurant.
I'm going to start us off. And there's going to be a lot of haters about this take.
Right here, the number one right here.
Chipotle. And I'm going to
I
kick
don't
it
like
off.
it.
I'm going to tell you why, though. First of all, I would say it's generally pretty affordable. Really quality food. Like, we're talking, like, it's fast, but it's not normal fast food. Like, actual quality chicken and ingredients, rice, beans, the fresh vegetables, the whole shadeal. And then, it's just great tasting, which I think is probably the most important thing there. So I think just between how quick it is, how fresh it is, and how good it tastes, it's a no-brainer.
Let me follow this up. Here's why I don't think Chipotle is the number one restaurant. When you are going for fast food and like quick food, you aren't going to the best restaurant.
Mhm.
You're going to the fastest restaurant and like most bang for your buck. But that doesn't mean the best restaurant, because I think like if you're looking for speed, you can go to McDonald's and
Oh,
get something
yeah.
right there. And like I know it's not like the most quality food, but I'm saying when you're looking for speed, you aren't looking for the best. Best is quality. I'm gonna follow it up with the Italian restaurant, the Allegro. My personal favorite Italian restaurant in Altoona.
Personally, never been.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, it's a small building downtown, and it's just you walk in and it's a whole different environment than you would think from the outside.
And shout out Dave Taddy, head chef there.
Yes.
Dave, if you're watching this, we'll come down and rate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's stellar food, and that's where you're getting the best food.
But I want to go back to what the topic is. Best overall restaurant, which I think fills all the categories of in good service, good food, freshness and all that. And I think, if you go to a different restaurant, you might be getting a different experience. Maybe at an Italian restaurant like that, you want a fine dining experience. But personally, from an overall standpoint, I think Chipotle is just undefeated.
I disagree. Speed should not come into play whenever you're talking about the best. Best is most quality. That is not speed.
I love the quality at Chipotle. The
I mean,
customer service is
more than a
great.
hometown. I can name multiple different hometown restaurants that actually
Do it.
provide you with quality.
Do it.
I want to hear you name one. What's
What's
your favorite? Let's go.
I'm gonna side with Matthew.
You're siding
Yes.
with Chipotle. That's
Oh,
crazy. What do
You
you
just
think?
said that you
The
can
wording-
name one. I want to hear you
The
name
wording
one.
is overall.
one other one. All right, let me think. Let me dial in. I'll get back to you. Go ahead.
The best.
I already have one. Spruce Creek Tavern. Shout out Luke Hammer.
Oh,
Now that's a great
that
one
is
right
so
there.
good.
I mean, the wings you get there, the burgers, everything. Fantastic. Hometown restaurant. You walk in, you feel that. You can smell the aroma. That's quality food.
Hey,
Yeah,
And
that's a great.
there's tons of hometown places, and I love supporting my hometown businesses, okay? So I'm a big supporter of places like that, and I think the food there is great. I'm just saying, overall, I would not be able to eat wings every day. I could eat.
I can eat Chipotle burrito.
I
every
could
night.
eat Chipotle burritos 3 times a week, and I know that because I do it about 3 times a week. So
Here's what I'll say to that. You're talking about the best. This does not matter how much you can eat it in a week. It's the best.
overall,
What
best.
best means quality. You cannot put Chipotle at the top of quality.
But you got to. You're not
You're putting speed over
I
quality.
would still
You're not
consider
putting-
Chipotle like fast food. And
I would.
I would not
It's so
consider
quality
fast
food.
food.
You just said
like,
that. You just said earlier.
I said that
Play it back. He said it's fast food, but it's quality.
the food's produced fast, but I don't consider it fast food because when I see fast food, all I think of is microwave. I think of cheap ingredients and all that. Nothing is microwave at Chipotle. That's grilled. That's chopped fresh.
With all due respect, no one cares what you think fast food means. It's what it is.
Fast food is Chipotle is not fast food.
I
Respectfully.
say it's medium paced food. It's like
Dude.
Yeah.
it's definitely not a
Anything-
McDonald's, but it's not like a sit down restaurant.
Okay, but when you're talking about the best food, you cannot tell me if you had anywhere to pick from in Altoona for best place to go. You're
Overall.
picking Chipotle.
I
You're
might
not-
pick Chipotle.
You're not putting
That's
the word.
crazy.
You're not putting the word overall.
And you got to think of
That's the
cost in
problem.
there.
I want to throw in a sneaky little restaurant that I've only been to a couple times, but I really love it. 33 on Mac.
That is a good one.
I've been wanting to try that out. How yummy is it?
It's pretty.
It's
tasty.
pretty good. It does fill you up.
Yeah.
Tons of flavors of mac and cheese. I think
Oh
you can
yeah.
customize
And
it
another
around.
thing they do that I actually love, they have awesome flavors of cheesecake. The cheesecake is so
The
good.
dessert
there.
is
Yeah.
solid. Is what I. That's
So
what
definitely
I
an up and comer.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the,
It is.
eyes.
It just moved locations, so I think the new location adds some.
Mm.
They have a skills machine. That helps in my mind.
Of course, if you're 18 or over.
Not
Yes,
me.
which I am. So it's okay. But
Back on
So-
topic.
yeah.
Chipotle is definitely the best restaurant in the area.
100%. Overall, it is.
All right. Let's go around in a circle and say what we believe.
I love 33 on Mac. That might be recency bias, to
Okay.
be honest.
That's okay, though. That's okay.
New, but I think it's very, very good.
Obviously, I'm going to stick with Chipotle. I mean, I think I've made some solid points, and yeah, Chipotle.
I'm going with the Allegro. We know this. And, I mean, coming into 2 slot is going to be Spruce Creek Tavern. And I just don't see how you can put a semi-medium paced food above a hometown restaurant. But
Once again,
Surprising
Go ahead.
you don't like Chipotle, Zach. So I'm gonna go with Chipotle too in my one hole. I think that's just the pretty obvious. Good food, quick, not expensive. It really hits all the boxes.
here's what I want. I want comments right now. And Ethan Shawley, I know you watch these. I'm looking right at you. Comment below. We'll see you next time.